Welcome back to the channel. So if you guys just saw my other video on, what was it, Wix? Wiz. I totally butchered that. So moving forward, I'm gonna try and do a much better job of just paying attention to what's in front of me. So today's word, BRIX. I'm gonna be making a conscious effort to look directly at that as I'm sketching the letters out. Sticking with the monochromatic theme as we proceed, all grays. So what I like to do before I sketch something, I'll put my markers in order based on at least my visual depiction of what's what. And then I will do a sample hit. Okay, so I know that one is this one, and I will set it right above it so I know that's the color. If I need to grab that color, I know what it is. That one, I know what that color is. So on and so forth. So let's go ahead and do that so we know what colors are what. You guys should do this as well when working with various shades of one color. As you can see, they're all gray, but they're very, very different. Some dark, some warm, some cooler. A warmer tone would be this first one, which is called warm gray, obviously. We have cool gray, which more looks like a slate or a blue. We have these three shades, and again, the center one is more on the warmer side. So I think we'll do this medium color and maybe the slate color, this cool gray for our bomb. BRIX. And then a Sharpie, but we all know what a Sharpie looks like, straight black. Okay, so let's get started. BRIX. No specific request as far as style, just a BRIX. I don't know. I was talking to someone who I'm gonna be doing a commission for, and they were more on the avoidance of the throw up style, which I kind of agree with. I'm not a huge fan of throw ups because I'm not a street bomber, but they're fun. Like when they're executed properly, they look fun. BRIX. I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention this time. Let's turn this into a bomb. I mean, simple as that. I mean, we can stick with more of a rounded style, but we're not doing a throw up. If that makes sense. A throw up is that real sloppy style. Long form video today, but hopefully not too long where it becomes annoying. We're just trying to be on the fun side here of things. So I lightly sketch the letters, lightly. I mean, we could fix things, but do we really want to fix things? No, the idea is to be pretty consistent with the letter structure. So when we go to fill it in, we don't have to compensate for obnoxious backgrounds because we went way out of our boundary. Not sure that makes sense, but basically the larger and more aggressive outline you do, the more color you'll have to fill somewhere else in order to cover up a mistake if you made a mistake. So we are going to try to avoid mistakes. if at all possible. And if you guys have been following along for a while, this is why I like to mess around with the pen, because the pen kind of forces me to do better, get my lines right the first time. Okay. I feel like I'll do that. It looked too linear for me right there. Okay. Cool. All right. Simple, fun bricks. Maybe we can add, should we add an arrow or something? What should we add? Bricks. Maybe like a line and a dot underneath it. And then we'll have some of these letters cut into it and actually connect. So we'll have all the letters connect. That's what we'll do. That is what we'll do. Actually, should I do, I don't know. We can't really cut this back. So I guess it doesn't matter. I guess we'll fill in first. One of my other videos, I outlined first, and then I came back and did the fill-in. But no real reason. It's not like we're working with pencil, so you can't erase your lines. The only way you could really erase your lines is if you cover them with a darker color. Well, we're doing our best to avoid that, remember? And wherever these letters go into this line underneath it, imagine like BRIX, pow. That's what we're trying to go for. We're going to have the letters terminate into that lower line, but just enough so they're all connected. So it looks like this is one full piece, or like one unit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Other than this eye up here, which is just kind of all lonesome by itself, but, or that dot, not the eye, the dot on the eye. And maybe we'll have each letter, actually, can we make this bigger? Yeah, let's make that bigger. So now everything is touching. There's no getting away from it now. And then we'll add some of that slate colored gray as some shadowing once we're done. Well, this one doesn't touch either, but I guess we can get it to touch that last X. All right, BRIX, yes. I'm not making that mistake again. Oh, I can only feel stupid for one video, and that's it. That was it. I mean, I take pride in trying to do these videos in one take because, well, one, they're time consuming, and second, I'm spending a lot of time on spending a lot of markers. Like I'm using a whole lot of marker. Do we need a background? Nah, I don't think so. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do a background. Let's do something very bold. Do a highlighter. Highlighters are always fun. It's just so bright, you know? And this is like super juicy. This one's like really juicy. Real simple background. Look like an explosion, like a flare. When you guys do your backgrounds, it's kind of whatever you're in the mood for. That's a fun thing about painting and doing graffiti art, is it's always your style. Unless you're copying someone's style, but you know, the colors you choose, everything is yours. You chose the colors, you chose the style, you did the letters, the lines. So there's no one to blame but yourself. Execution is always going to be on you. So if it's not executed correctly, you can't point the finger at anybody. Just like that previous video with BRIX, I can't blame anybody but myself for messing that up. I'm the one sitting here making the lines, coloring. I really think it was just a dumb mistake on my part, because I don't know how I got the word win. But cool. All right. Real simple fun. Now I'm just kind of guessing where the shadows are going to go. I may have to come back and fix some things, but the idea is my shadows are going to come down to the bottom right, and we're going to guess on where the black's going to go. This is the only reason I do it this way is to save marker, right? Because if I did all of this whole thing highlighter, but then I take the black and go right over the highlighter, I've just wasted valuable highlighter. Why do I want to do that? You don't want to do that. I'm trying to take my time with the outline. Even though it's a fun, simple bomb, whoa, I'm gonna turn a little bit. You always want to try and put out clean work. If at all possible. Yeah. If at all possible. I guess we could pull that up a little bit. Okay. So I think you can see kind of what's going on now. All the letters are going to be connected. Even these dots. Adds for another layer of complexity, although a very simplified layer of complexity. Nonetheless, the more you can add to a very simple bomb, the better you'll be. And I'll be honest with you, some people have asked me, how should I practice? Like, you're just getting into graffiti and you want to practice. Do a straight letter. Do the straightest letters you can ever do. You know why? Because doing straight lines and straight letters is probably the hardest thing to do. It's very easy to do a curved line and mess it up, but you won't know it's messed up because it's a curved line. When trying to do something proportioned, that's really when you're gonna separate the good from the bad, because there is no forgiving, like no forgiving. So do some straight letters. Do it as straight as you can. Once you get good at doing straight letters, then you can get into more complex stuff. Trust me, you're gonna be like, dang, this is a lot harder than I thought. Because everyone thinks like you draw your name, you write your name out, we do our day-to-day routine and writing on paper. It's completely different when you're doing a graffiti style. Completely different. Completely. Okay. Okay, so now I'm just cutting everything back, and you can see where the shadow is. The shadow's gonna be. Get rid of my little mistake right there. Remember, it's easier to go over your mistakes with a darker color. Not saying that was a mistake, just it didn't work out. I thinned the letter up slightly right there. Okay. We are gonna outline this thing, or we're gonna hit it again, make it a little bit fatter. Get nice and bold here. Nice bold letters. And in a previous video I mentioned, if you're able to get comfortable and do a single stroke around letters, do it. It makes for a much cleaner product. Single stroke meaning like this. Boom, I didn't stop. Other than I needed to get that a little bit fatter, but that's okay. Let's see, can we single stroke this one? Yep. Boom. I like this little BRIX. This little BRIX is looking good. Try and get all of your shadows proportioned if possible. Like, I know it's a small detail, but details matter. Like here, a little bit fatter there. A little bit fatter there. And remember, we're gonna come back with that darker gray, so don't forget, I didn't forget. The longer span like this, thankfully, you got a shadow there, but that's a single stroke. You see how I just come in and bam, once. I'm not like, even if the line's crooked, those longer spans, even if your hand shakes a little bit, trust me, it looks better when you don't stop. So if you guys could get in the habit, once you get more comfortable with doing lines, and it's not gonna work all the time. Sometimes my lines just deviate off in the middle of nowhere, like, damn it, what was I doing? But if you could get, once you improve and you feel comfortable, start doing longer longer strokes. Just looks a little cleaner. Okay, that's done. You know what? Let's get the micron in here. Like, if we're gonna make this look really clean, right? Let's get the corners nice and crispy. Really, it's like a show of force now. It's like, you know what? I mean business with this name. All business. All right, these are good enough. I think I'm just being dumb at the moment. Cool. Okay. All right. Let's get our other gray. We decided we're going to go with that slate gray. I mean, we technically could go with the warmer color, but I kind of want to see how the slate gray works. We get our brush point and come back in and add a little shadow where the letters intersect and overlap. Give the illusion the letters are overlapping. It doesn't have to be significant, just a little bit. Okay, cool. Like, that's super subtle, right? But just enough. Just enough. Just enough. And if you wanted to get even more complicated, am I going to complicate it too much now? Probably should leave it alone, you know. But no. If you guys can't see how things work, how are you guys gonna learn? All right, let's complicate it up. Grab another color. We'll use a blue. And let's do a line here. And then a line here. And then we'll add a drop shadow over it. You know what I'm saying? Straight over the entire bomb. I did this in another video. All right, we can even do a smaller one this way. Almost like large pieces of sprinkles, you know, like you would have on a cake. Thin, narrow lines. Looks kind of fun. Purge up the blue, get it nice and drippy. All right, we'll only do 3 on each side. Imagine they're really floating, like kind of high. Imagine an inch off the sheet of paper. If a light source is coming down on these, they're going to be casting a shadow on our segments about an inch off the paper. Okay. Boom. Like that. Like that. And then this one will be about right there. See what I'm saying? Little details make a big impact. All right, I think we're done. Let's break the letters down. Kind of nice bubbly ones. BRIX. Does it match what I wrote? Yes. Does it match the request? Yes. Line, dot, couple blue designs. We'll call them giant sprinkles. A couple giant sprinkles with drop shadows. We did a little accent shadows where the letters overlap, give the illusion that there's some contour there. And then we have like kind of a splash highlighter background. Looks pretty cool. I like it. Let's give this one a grade. I like this one. A-. All right, that concludes this BRIX. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two. I will see you on the next one.